Can music change the world? Well, in South Auckland, it started a revolution. Ground zero is otara, where nearly 200 children are learning to play the violin and the cello. The idea is to take kids from struggling families in tough neighbourhoods and give them hope, so they too can aim for the stars. This from Ian Sinclair.
What would you like to do with your violin when you grow up?
Be famous.
So why do you play the cello?
To be famous.
You want to be famous too? What would you like to do with the cello?
Wait until I grow big and then play in a real orchestra.
Can you see a day when the children of Otara will be on the world stage as classical musicians?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Think Otara, and many of us think of those old cliches like gangs, drugs, crime. But the government's embarking on a groundbreaking social experiment here. The plan, teach the next generation that the future lies not with violence, but with violins.
We're working with kids from 5, starting within their early childhood right through to late adolescence. That period of time where we are shaped as citizens, if you like.
Rest position. Listening, not playing.
Listening, not playing.
Position 1.
Dr. Joe Harrop, that's Dr. Joe to the kids,
It's not laughing, okay? It's no longer a joke.
is a firm
Serious.
but quiet revolutionary.
That is really not the best.
So far he's recruited 170 children. How much do you practice a day?
15 minutes a day.
One of them is named Lovely, age 8, ambition boundless. What's Dr. Joe like?
He's the best conductor I ever had.
You know, it's just amazing and a miracle for our children to be given this opportunity. It actually takes the weight of me as a parent, knowing that one of my children has the opportunity to have a career in the orchestra in the future.
Lovely's mum, Vanessa Naden, loves Otara, but it's not easy to raise 4 kids here.
During the day, it's quite a happy place, Otara, full of colour, diverse cultures.
When night falls, though, South Auckland can become something else.
I usually just hear a lot of police chases, helicopters and all that at night time, because that sort of represents Otara. So it's that's sort of the music, the sound that you hear.
Even at the local school, young Lovely plays behind barbed wire.
We just really want to break the cycle and give the children the opportunity to succeed instead of being caught in the low poverty or low income sort of era.
In 3 years' time, we'll have over 600 children enrolled in this program. You know, you can't help but make a difference not only in the kids' own lives but within the community. What are you working towards? The creation of beauty. I mean, it's a bit cheesy, but hey, you know, it works.
Joe Harrop is a man who knows how far a career in music can take you.
Oh, I've played at the Royal Albert Hall, St John Smith Square, St Martin's in the Fields, St James Piccadilly.
This part Samoan, Auckland Westie, made his mark in Europe as a top classical violinist. To a lot of people, that'll be just living the dream.
Well, it's funny because you don't, like most things, you don't realise it till afterwards. But
Do you miss it?
of course I miss it.
Not only a player, but a distinguished academic too. Head of music at one of England's most prestigious musical academies, when his life took one of those twists. So what brought you back here?
Well, I got an email from a colleague saying here's a job that you should really look at. How are you, Veronica?
Good.
Somebody going to pick you up today?
Yeah.
Awesome.
For Joe, it would be a life-changing opportunity.
Please. Feet flat, sitting up tall. If you
This is using classical music in a very clever way.
Sit up tall.
You're coming back you're helping these kids in a way that nobody else can, because you have this experience.
Sunday's cameras have been given access as the kids start training for what will be one of their biggest musical moments, the end-of-term concert.
We feed the kids when they come and we give them a snack. It's very difficult to teach a child, as any teacher will tell you, to teach a kid who's hungry and tired. The majority of them come from really good families. It's just that some of those families don't have much money.
Now it's time to get down to business. But first, some ground rules.
If you want to be on TV, the best thing you can do is ignore the cameras. If you want to be on TV, what do you do to the cameras? Ignore it!
Behaving is one thing, but how do you teach 6 to 8-year-olds to play the violin?
One of the very first things we do with the kids when they get their instrument is we'll play something on our instrument and the kids will echo that back. It'll be something very simple, but already they're starting to interact.
Everybody all together. Your turn. Listen. Find your third finger on the G string. Listen. Echoes, please. Listen. Very good, Sage. Okay.
A kid who can be struggling with their maths, with their reading, can pick up a violin and play a tune they've learnt within 2 weeks. That's a big deal. And of course their parents, who see the violin as this sort of slightly elitist thing, it's something the rich kids do, see their child pick up a violin that rapidly, of course it's going to make them proud.
After the break, the pressure's on. So how are the kids shaping up for that big concert? How often do you practice?
I never practice.
You're very naughty. Aren't you supposed to do 15 minutes a day? You've been a bit naughty, not practicing.
Kind of.
Just take a peek into Otara's backyard and you'll find talent.
Polynesian kids tend to be physically literate a little earlier than other kids from other cultures. By that I mean their fine motor skills, their large motor skills are quite developed early on. It's what makes them great netballers and rugby players, but also great violinists.
Ta'amo's mates know he loves a bit of the rough and tumble, but cello player? What do your friends think about you playing the cello?
They had to see me play it.
Not at all? Not even now?
No.
Or something different. I mean, it's something really different.
Ta'amo's mum, Edwina Rangiuia.
We don't have celloists in our family, not that I know of. Violinists, no. Yeah.
The one thing that I think is really important, in fact almost most important, is the working towards a goal, achieving a goal. And so it's working towards a goal methodically and correctly and so on. And that's something that the kids get very quickly.
It's a formula born in the slums of Venezuela 4 decades ago. The title, El Sistema. The effect, revolutionary. It's
been going 30 odd years, and the number of children that this has transformed is in the hundreds of thousands.
Someone told me about a documentary, so I YouTubed it and then said, right, well, we've got to do it here.
Arts Minister Chris Finlayson has launched Sistema as his top priority.
It opens a completely new world for a whole lot of young people and gives them opportunities they would never have even dreamed of, and that's why I think parents here are so supportive of it.
Watching. Yes! Very good.
Otara is ground zero for the new Sistema Aotearoa. With violins, cellos, paid tutors and backing from government funds and private donors.
We are seeing in our children a lift in confidence, first of all. They are able to communicate with us more clearly. So musically, personally and also socially they're developing.
So were you a bit shy at first?
Yes.
You don't look shy now.
We have got something really special happening today.
Lovely and Harmony have come to Rongamai Kindergarten today as a confidence-building exercise. Time for a little Beethoven. It's all practice for the big upcoming concert.
So regular practice.
Oh yeah, of course. You've got to practice every day. We have stories of big brothers making sure that their little sisters or little brothers practice their violins at a certain time.
How often do you practice?
I never practice.
You're very naughty, aren't you supposed to do 15 minutes a day?
Last one. So A's. On A's. Here we go. Remember.
It's just a week till the big concert, and getting 70 kids to gel as an orchestra is proving a big ask.
Try again.
But Joe's confident they'll be ready.
Well, what about the concert coming up? Are you a little bit nervous about that?
Oh, not nervous at all. The kids are great. The kids are great.
It's the big day. South Auckland has turned out in full force. They're all here, the mums, the dads, even the government.
I guarantee you that this program is going to grow.
All keen to see the kids prove themselves. And now, the moment of truth.
It's a big leap. It's a crazy thing to think that you can take an orchestra, which is a middle-class bourgeoisie invention from the French Revolution, into otara.
So South Auckland and the Sydney Opera House?
Absolutely, no problem. No problem at all. We'll blow them away.
It's so wonderful, makes you want to cry a little bit. You can help. There aren't enough instruments for all the kids who want to learn and play, so if you have a child-sized violin or cello you could pass on, it would make a small person very happy. Go to our website for details. That's it for tonight. Ka kite a koe a te rewiki. Have a great night. Ngā mihi nui, he kona.